guys, it's Random Man here of Runic TCG, and I'm here with one of our aces, Jeffrey Scott. He got top 8 with Syn Shenron at the Computer and Gaming Universe New Jersey 1K. Alright, Jeff, tell us, how was your experience and what'd you play?
Hey guys, I had an awesome time. It was really nice being at a tournament again in person. So I wanted to bring one of my favorite leaders, which was highly recommended to me by my friends, because I wanted to originally bring another deck, but they're like, Syn Shenron is for you, and they were right, because I got top 8.
Exactly, we gotta see the boy top.
Yes. Alright, so to begin, I played 3 of the 1-star ball, which is for the Syn Shenron line, 3 of the 2-star ball, which is for Hey Shenron, and then 3 Ice Shenron for... It's a set 11 card that lets you pay an energy, you toss it to the drop, and then you can summon one of these from the drop, which is fantastic. There were a couple times I didn't open with these, and I had this in hand, so it helped me not have to lose a turn.
Essentially, you're playing 6 of each of the balls right there, which is really, really good. You're always going to see it when you're open.
Exactly, and it is also a counterplay, which rarely comes up, but if I have 2 open energy and the Vegeta with the Unison, I'm able to play this out first, and then Vegeta to have 2 counterplays in the same turn.
That's awesome. Alright, so let's go into the rest of that package.
Sure. So I start with one of the 3 drops in Shenron. It's good when you're playing against blue or any deck that has counterplays, because off the 1-star ball, you can bring this out instead, so you can keep it on board because it has deflect. It also has a neat interaction with this next card, which is the 4-drop in Shenron. This has been a lifesaver for Saturday. When it comes out, you are able to select either a battle card that's 4 or less, or a leader card in rest mode, and they can attack for the following turn against Soul Striker, against Majin Vegeta. Fantastic, keeps you alive. They can't recur resources if they need to attack to draw. Definitely MVP. And then from there we have the 9 drops in Shenron, the bane of everyone who is playing against me. This is like a skill drain with legs. It's 30k, it's a blocker with revenge. Everyone hates seeing this. But the idea is that once it's there, you're swinging for 30k. Usually they're going to take it, and then you get to stand at the end of your turn because you're awesome leader.
Yeah, 30k is a lot of pressure.
And the quick interaction is that if you turn a card in rest mode, you are able to flip their leader down, because they're not going to be in rest mode after you use this the first time. So if you use this to put their leader in rest mode and you bring out another one, then you get to keep them from attacking for a consecutive turn as well.
Essentially leader locking them down, which is really, really strong in this game.
Exactly. And then from there, Hey Shenron, I played 3 of that. It's a crit attacker. It recurs one of your Shadow Dragons from the drop 4 or less. And then this was fantastic as well. It really helped me against the Majin Vegeta matchup when they go into their Boo Chain. The idea is that you combo with it and you pitch a Shadow Dragon. You get to pop a battle card in rest mode that has a higher cost than their energy. So it really did save my life a couple times.
Absolutely. And Majin Vegeta is never getting to 7 energy, so that Boo is always getting popped.
Yes. It is also a double striker, so just in case if you want to swing at unisons, you can do that as well. Speaking of unisons, we play Mekikabura. This is fantastic. It is also a awakening condition, as mentioned. Because there were so many aggro decks on Saturday, honestly, I used this to steal stuff. I stole Duck, shoutouts to Duck, his Boo, to kill him with it actually. And against Soul Striker, I also stole 2 Obunis. So the idea is that you play it and you just kind of let it die so you can take something that they need.
Yeah, that was fantastic utilization of Mechikabura there.
And then from here, our counterplay, which is Vegeta. He's a blocker. He puts the thing into rest mode. Great against tokens for any blue deck, or just in general, if you don't want to take that swing, you can use this instead.
Absolutely. And I did believe I saw you do it once when someone played a Unison. You did summon a Vegeta, so you had the extra blocker.
Exactly. Yeah, so you can do that on the counter window, which shout out to you, Anthony, because you taught me that. So yes, that is very useful. Then from here, we have some of our 1-drops. This is really good against unisons because we don't really play too many double strikers aside from the 4-drop. So if we're trying to get the extra pressure, play this. And then just this, I think I might take this out, take out 1 for an extra Nimbus.
Really? Basil underperformed for you?
Yeah, it wasn't really often where I had opponents that had 5 rested cards. So for example, Majin Vegeta, they would get rid of their Vegeta, so it wouldn't be one of those cards. And they also try to kill me turn 3, so they don't really have 5 cards at that point. And against Black Broly, same deal. They usually don't have it.
Yeah, it's a very, very fast format right now.
And then super combo. Before I came to the event, I was deciding between taking the draw one or this, but I can tell you for sure if you're playing Syn Shenron, take this. Tapping leaders off unison swings or a battle card, it's just fantastic, especially since we only have Nimbus as a turn stop for aggro. This really is so good, especially with the 4-drop as well. You tap their leader, you bring out the 4-drop next turn, and then you're able to stop them from attacking.
Locking them every turn. Really, really great defense there.
And then from here, we go into our extra cards, which are 3 Nimbus. I do want to bump this up to 4. There were times where I didn't see it, unfortunately, such as on stream, and it just cost me games. So definitely would bump this up to 4. This was also fantastic. There's so many times where people swinging with double strike or crit or anything, and then I was able to save myself and just take the 1 damage.
Absolutely.
And then lastly, we have our spicy tech. Which is Zarbon. Shoutouts to Sam for that because he convinced me to keep it in the main, and it works with, here we go, the 9-drop Syn Shenron. The idea is that Zarbon, when you combo it on your opponent's turn, you are able to restand one of your yellow battle cards. So if you originally block with this, in that same defense combo step, you just combo it and you're able to restand and use it to KO something one more time.
Absolutely. It also has synergy with the 4-drop haze. Say if you don't have one in hand, you get to restand it, so you can combo it and then utilize that kill effect. Really, really good there.
Exactly. And then our SCR of the day is Cell. It did get me 1 win against a cooler player. I was kind of behind, and then I was able to bring this out. With your leader effect, you'll have 3 in the 9-drop, so it's very easy to make, as well as with the Vegeta counterplay. Fantastic card. Thank you, Dane, for letting me use it.
Shoutouts to Dane of Runic TCG.
And my favorite card, and actually the real secret rare, is Shrouded. This is so good. You're able to turn off your opponent's effects. You usually will summon and then maybe use this afterwards, or if you're just going for game, play this by all means, slap it on the table, and then just watch them die.
Absolutely. How many times did this win you the game?
I would say at least maybe 2 or 3 games.
2 or 3 games. That's still a good amount right there, yeah.
Yeah, because we can make it to the end game. We have blockers, we have control, so this is really good for closing it out.
Absolutely. Let's go straight into that side deck there.
Yes, so the first card that I kind of researched for the weekend, because Dark Broly is a terrible matchup for this deck, is this Vegeta, because basically what you can do is you lock them out of swinging with battle cards that are larger than their energy currently, and because they're bringing out 6 drops as early as turn 1, it makes it so they can only swing with leaders and unions, so this is fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't see it, so I would bump it up to 4, especially if Dark Broly stays kicking. And then it's released from Evil. I used this originally for Reboot Gohan, but nobody came to play with it, so it just kind of stayed in the side. But if they had a dual attack or something, it could have been used for that as well.
Gotcha.
Burning Impact. This card is good just in case if you're worried about the drop, like against Stretch Coup, if they have.
Ribrians, Apes, Rabanras, really, really good in that matchup for sure.
Exactly. It's also good in the mirror as well because you want to get rid of their balls in the drop and put it back in the deck. It can be kind of risky because if they have ways to reoccur it like with Ice now, but if they have the 9-drop, instead of letting them get the 1-drop back, you can always just put it in their deck. And then another Food Shrouded in Mystery because it's so good, I want to see 2 of it.
Absolutely. That thing was MVP for you as well as the 4-drop.
This was really good against Soul Striker. It just kind of makes them have to play around it. They don't really have ways of taking it out. Sometimes they even have to commit a Zamasu super combo to put it into rest mode just to be able to swing at it. So if you are facing a lot of Soul Striker, this is really good against.
Yeah, they have to dump a lot of resources to be able to take that guy out.
Haru. There was plenty of opportunities to use this. So many green decks between Gotenks, Smudge, and Vegeta, among others. So definitely would recommend. Always a good side card to have.
Gotcha.
The nice thing also is that you're able to play one of your balls and then this, and you untap all 4, and then you can do whatever you want.
Able to extend, and if you need to, see a little bit more Shadow Dragons in the drop. She also has that Mill 2 ability too.
Exactly. So that can be useful, especially if you plan on using your leader ability later on. And then lastly, I added in the 4th 1-star ball. This was mostly against Dark Broly. I played a friend who really did warp all of them basically, so this was just in case, so I had more to be able to recur the combo all over again when they get rid of my 9-drop.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, your deck is pretty consistent on its own, but when you have someone that's targeting your deck like that, it makes sense to throw an extra copy in there. All right, Jeff. So congratulations on your top 8 victory over there at Computer and Gaming Universe, New Jersey 1K. Any shout-outs?
Yes, I want to shout out my friends, Runic TCG, More Mana Gaming, Jesus, thank you everybody. And I had a lot of fun. You know, if you're able to go to locals, be safe, but also I think this is a good lesson in play something you enjoy, but also try and make it as competitive as possible. Understand matchups and really just do your best.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you again soon.
All right.